Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome back to the part 2 of episode 1 of About Last Night. Hang on. Ooh, it popped open.
You popped open, you cheeky devil.
It's because my breasts are so big.
Oh my goodness. Wasn't it horrible Lill last night?
Oh my god, we had such a nightmare. We forgot to press record on the microphone, and so we filmed all of this once before.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give it to you again.
Give another go.
Hot and fresh, just like the best of breakfasts.
Yeah, is that our duo name? Hot and Fresh?
Well, who's hot and who's fresh?
Well, we'll have to let them find out, won't
I think
we?
you're fresh. You're more fresh than
I'm
me.
very fresh. Like fresh chicken, and you're just boiling, aren't you, really? Hot.
I'm boiling.
You're boiling hot. That's why your heaving breasts keep falling out of that lovely garment.
Okay, where did we...
Okay. I hate you.
So, where did we get up to on the last episode? I think we were just about up to the mini challenge.
The mini challenge, yes.
So, what did you think of the mini challenge, Miss Banksy?
It was them doing a tennis photo shoot with a very famous photographer who'd done Rpdr and all these things, and they didn't really use them, did they? They just ended up screenshotting
Whatever they recorded on the camera.
He was a lovely prop though, he was very fit.
Yeah, so apparently he's an amazing photographer, but I guess we'll never find out.
We never knew. Who was your favourite look out of the tennis people?
I liked Ginny's.
I
thought that
love
was very
Ginny's.
cute.
Yes.
I liked Bimini's, but then I'm just obsessed with Bimini, so...
Bimini fanatics. I liked Ellie Diamond. She looked like she just walked out of JD Sport.
And the winner was Lawrence Chaney.
It was Lawrence Chaney, yeah. I think that was probably for the comedy though, wasn't it?
Yeah. That first mini challenge is just about showing your personality, isn't it?
Definitely.
And letting everyone know what you like. And I think all the queens did that and had such a great laugh, and I thought it was fab. Bring back my balls.
Bring back my balls. Yeah, that one.
Quite hard, quite difficult to do once you've got rid of them.
I know, well, mine are all the way up my stomach right now, so who knows? Lill, we cannot review any looks of RuPaul's Drag Race without a nice little snack, can we?
We can't. It would not be about last night unless we were filling our faces.
No.
So we've got some nice chocolatey Clairs.
And they were reduced.
Do you know her, by the way, Chocolatey Claire?
She's a lovely girl.
Should we have a quick bite?
I don't think the gloves were an option for this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh no! I'm drunk!
Really bitch.
I know.
What do you think of these?
I do love a co-op eclair.
I know they're not bad, but they're not the best, are they?
What's your favourite eclair? Pound Bakery do a lovely eclair.
I like any eclair, just not Jenny eclair. I think she's fucking well annoying. Soz if you're watching this, Jenny. Well, we was gonna review and eat, but
no,
mine's gone.
Speaking of Moorish, why don't we look at the looks of RuPaul's Drag Race UK?
Nice segue.
Thank you very much.
Gay icon runway.
First out onto the runway, we had the incredible Joe Black.
I love Joe.
What did you think?
I love the look. I don't get what the people were saying, what the judges were saying. I thought it was a brilliant look. I thought it looked like David Bowie. I knew exactly who it was when he walked out. And then, you know, I wish it maybe a bit more cinched in, but that's probably all I would have to like as a critique. I gave it, what did I give it? I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 eggs.
That was pretty high.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 eggs. I loved the colour. I thought it was a really gorgeous turquoise. I thought it was instantly recognisable as Bowie. I think I would choose different hair if it was me personally. But for Joe Black, it was perfect. Timeless, stylish, elegant. Joe Black. You're a winner to me, baby.
So, next up, we had Asuna Mandela on the runway giving you Naomi Campbell. Now this was the Battle of Naomi's, first Naomi out. What did you think straight away?
I thought Naomi Campbell had walked onto the runway. She was serving so much face. She really had channeled Naomi's energy. I thought she was fierce as fuck. I thought she was fucking incredible.
Yeah. Would you give her out of 5?
I gave her a 4 out of 5 because although I thought that she really did channel Naomi, I wasn't a big fan of the dress. So she sold it to me. She sold it to me.
Yeah, I loved the dress. I thought if you side by side it with the original picture she used, it looked identical, like to the makeup, to the hair, to the body. She even did like the nothing underneath as well, and it looked so beautiful. So I gave her a 5 out of 5 because I just thought it was mwah, perfecto.
Next up to give us a slice was the fabulous Ginny Lemon, and I loved it.
You loved it. I loved it. I thought it was made Kate Bush, like, oh, my absolute icon.
On anybody else in the world, I would think, oh, that's a bit naff. But on Ginny Lemon, she's just so hilarious.
She sells it so much.
Yeah, she sells it to
really
you.
does.
I believed it. Out of 5, I gave it a 4.
See, I loved it so much. I just thought she just commanded this like Kate Bush on crack, and it was like it was just perfect. 5 out of 5. I gave it 5 out of 5.
Is it easier to go this way?
Who knows? Come on, crawl.
Oh, my knee's inside my 90. Oh, I'm stuck. No! Ah! No, knee! No! Following Ginny, we had Tia Coffee to the runway. What did you think, Miss Banksie?
I really didn't like it, but that is only because as she walked out, I had no clue who she was embodying. I know it wasn't an impersonation challenge, but there's gotta be something in the look that makes you go, oh, that person. And just with the hair, and I know it was obviously a code suit, but until she got close enough for me to notice, I wouldn't have recognised that. And the little break of the chain seemed like a missed opportunity because she did it straight away. And it wasn't cohesive for me. It was a bit of a missed opportunity, in my opinion. So I gave her a 1 out of 5 for that.
Sadly, I gave her a 1 out of 5 as well. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was instantly recognisable. I wasn't feeling the Morse code or whatever it is, binary code, is it? Mm-hmm. I liked that it meant love. So that's why I gave her a 1. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have given her that.
On the runway next was Bimini Bon Boulash, who was embodying Princess Julia. You know who Princess Julia is, so you tell me, what did you think of the look?
I liked the look. I thought Bimini looked fabulous. I thought that she's probably one that knows Princess Julia better than anybody else. So I think it was really smart that she was embodying somebody that she knew and somebody that's one of her mates. I liked the look. I thought it was fabulous. I didn't think it was as far as she could have pushed it. I think she could have taken Julia and done more of a caricature sort of thing of her. But it was true to life, it was fabulous. I love Bimini, she can't do any wrong in my eyes. I gave her a 3.
I gave her a 3 as well, only because it just felt a little bit middle of the pack for me. I love Bimini so much, but I didn't really know who Princess Julia was. I think a lot of other people in the audience didn't really know who it was unless they were told. And I thought the suit was lovely, I thought the hair was great, I thought she owned it on the runway. I just would have liked someone I kind of understood, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Next up we had Lawrence Chaney as the lovely Diana Rigg. What are you thinking?
Well, Diana Rigg's from the Avengers, and so it was supposed to be kind of like 60s, 70s inspired.
Yeah.
The hair was very 60s and 70s. I loved the little scuba bodysuit with the little jacket that came off to a vest. I really liked the look. I thought it was really strong. I felt it could have been refined just a little bit, but apart from that, I thought it was perfect, so I gave it a 4 out of 5.
I really liked it as well. I like that Lawrence is a bit of a bigger girl and she's not afraid to show a bit of flesh. I think she looked sexy, I think she looked 60s, and I was so into it.
Her body's always right as well, isn't it? She knows how to pad her body out to correct proportion, and I really like that.
Yeah, it was groovy, baby.
Groovy.
I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Sauntering onto the runway next was Cherry Valentine doing a Freddie Mercury inspired look. What did you think?
To be honest, I've seen it at Halloween every single year. Every gay in the world has done it. So I was not impressed. I liked that she elevated it a bit, but to me, even though it's an iconic look, because it's such an iconic look, everybody's done it. And I wasn't feeling it for that reason.
See, I think that's why I liked it the most, is because I've seen so many people do it, and for me, hers was the best. Like, I love that look, and I love that she modernised the Hoover, and like all the proportions were better and different, and everything was pinched and padded, and the hair was bigger, and the beat was gorgeous. I don't know, I just think it was great how she sold it with the prop, and I gave it 5 out of 5. What did you give it?
I give it a 2. Following Cherry, we had the lovely Veronica Green.
Veronica Green did Boy George, and I love that look of Boy George, which I think is very similar to why I like Cherry so much, is because it was kind of recognisable straight away. It is a little bit with that look like everyone's done it, you can kind of pull it from anywhere. So I did love it, and I think she looked so much like Boy George, but to me it could have been a little bit more of a surprise, like crazy entry, you know what I mean? So I gave it 4 out of 5.
I think Boy George is a bit of an easy look to do. I've done Boy George a few times before, and it literally only takes half an hour. You just throw a load of rags on and you go out the door. So I only gave it a 3. It was an iconic look, I thought. I thought it was recognisable. but a bit easy, I thought. Easy peasy.
Ahura was next on the runway, and she was in a Vivienne Westwood inspired piece. Personally, it wasn't my favourite. It kind of melded into the middle for me. If things were a little bit more fitted and the corset was tied, maybe it was a time thing that, you know, she had to change so quick that they couldn't retie the entire corset on the back, so she wore it a little bit punk and open, then maybe that was the issue. But I would have liked it if it was a little bit more structured and it wasn't just a piece pinned here and a piece pinned here.
Yeah.
So for that, I gave it a 3. What do you think?
I liked it overall. I didn't think the likeness to Vivienne Westwood was so great, but I do think that it did look Westwood.
Yeah.
I liked it overall. I gave it a 3.
Yeah, if she had done like the like Westwood Now, where it's like, you know, like grey-haired, like older woman in like naked with, like, you know how she wears those gorgeous dresses naked.
Yeah.
That would have been gorgeous and glamorous.
Wrinkly prosthetics. Like the rocking horse shoes.
Yeah. See, it could have been elevated somewhere.
Yeah. Well, exciting things have happened. Our takeaway has just arrived. Because although this started as a breakfast show, we're now at about, what time are we
10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, 10 o'clock at night. Because we just keep messing everything up. But we got a chippy!
Chippy, Northern class. We also got it from the Village Chip Shop. And if you know Manchester, you know the Village is the gay centre of the entire universe. So we decided to get a chippy from our favourite Village Chip Shop, which we have got on many a night out, haven't we?
Yeah, we love the Village chippy. Oh, I am so ready for this, Banksie.
Me too. What have you got, Lill? Go on, explain to the viewers.
So I've gone for the classic fish, chips and peas with a buttered balm. Can't go wrong. What do you get?
And I've gone for a bit of a unique option for me. Usually I would go for, if any of you Northerners out there know, I would go for pudding, peas and gravy. But they don't have a suet pudding, and we have decided that my new drag name, if I ever do restart, will be Suet Pea Pudding.
Welcome to the stage, Suet Pea Pudding.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Let us know what you get from the chippy in the comments below. So just before we start the reviews, I'm gonna eat the tail end of the fish.
You know what? I'm gonna have a bite of
my
my sausage. Not very good.
Thankfully, all we've done on this channel is just eat food.
People love that. That's like a mukbang, isn't it?
That sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? A mukbang. That sounds like something you don't want. Next to the runway, we had Sister Sister. What did you think, Miss Banksie?
Well, Sister Sister did Dusty Springfield as her gay icon, and personally, I just felt it was a little half-assed. I think that Dusty Springfield has blonder hair, and the energy just wasn't there for me. Dusty Springfield's songs are emotional and powerful, and I just thought Sister Sister didn't bring that, and I wish the dress was a little bit longer. What about you?
Yeah, I gave Sister Sister a 2 out of 5. I liked that it was a 60s icon. I loved that it was a lesbian icon. I just wish it had a bit more pizzazz.
I gave Sister Sister a 2 out of 5. What did you give her, though?
I've already told them.
I love you. Great. Next onto the runway was my personal favourite, Ellie Diamond. Not anything.
Kiss me, Ellie
I'm
Diamond.
trying to eat me sausage. I just thought that for doing such a... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to swallow this.
Did you bite off more than you could chew, Banksie?
You know, I'm usually quite used to a big sausage, and for some reason it just isn't agreeing with me today.
Maybe your eyes are bigger than your belly.
I don't think. So, Ellie Diamond was next. Ellie Diamond did Lily Savage, who I really appreciated her doing not only a drag queen from gay history, but also a northern drag queen from gay history, who a lot of people grew up with. As someone who didn't grow up with Blankety Blank or Lily Savage, I loved the fact that I got to see her recreated on the main stage. And to be honest, if you haven't watched the Blankety Blank reruns on YouTube, you really need to get on top of that. But funnily enough, I thought it could have been pushed a little bit more into Lily territory. I think it was a little bit too polished. It didn't really have the funny energy and this sort of like, she's a bit of a slapper, you know, that was her kind of vibe. And yeah, I thought Ellie could have done more with that. But I did like it, so I gave it a 3 out of 5.
That was long.
Oh, piss off.
I loved it. I thought she looked really expensive. I thought she looked very well put together. But was it raw enough for Lily Savage? Lily Savage has got like a real ferocious energy to her, and I don't know if Ellie Diamond does. So for that reason, I gave her a 4. This is just so good. Next to the runway was the beautiful Tace. What's your thoughts and feelings, Miss Banksie?
Now, Tace did Naomi Campbell the same way that Estina did, so you're always going to compare the two, but I did like Estina's more. I just thought that Taste looked like beautiful Taste. Like, it just would be something I would see Taste wearing at a Taste show. So it wasn't very Naomi to me, but Naomi and Taste, probably Taste has modelled a lot of her drag over Naomi. So you can't really compare the two. But I did love it. I did think she looked beautiful, so I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5 as well. I thought Taste looked beautiful, I thought she looked really sexy, but I think that Estina is a bit of a hard act to follow.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't do it as well as Estina did, unfortunately. Now I know what you're thinking. We kind of left you in an awkward position in the last episode where you just didn't know what was going on with the state of our sausages.
I would have gone mad though.
So let's find out if these sausages were bangers.
So, these sausages that we ate in the last episode were by Rpdr, or as Lill likes to say, oh, very Spanish. And they were plant-based bangers, Lincolnshire style, and they were from Co-op, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
They were very delicate. And just for your health-conscious peeps out there, they were 178 calories per sausage. Is that very good, Lill?
That's not bad for a sausage, I think.
I did liked them. I've had better sausages. I've had better... I mean, can I say what my favourite sausages yet?
No.
But yeah, they're a bit meh in the middle, so I gave them half points. What did you give them?
I mean, they were nice. I like they were a bit chewy, and they were like chip shop sausage, which I love. But they weren't that good. They weren't the nicest sausage I've ever had. So yeah, Vivera.
5.
Hometown Runway.
The next challenge the Queens were set was to do the hometown runway.
Ooh.
So first up we had Joe Black, who is from Brighton.
Brighton.
And came as the Brighton Pavilion, or inspired by the Brighton Pavilion.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I was annoyed with what the judges said overall, but I did see some clarity in it. Like, I don't know the Brighton Pavilion very well, so I didn't really compare the two. If I was to do someone from Brighton, I'd probably do a seaside look, just because Brighton, seaside, you know.
Yeah.
But I did love it. But there were some elements a little bit off for me. Like, I wish the fabric was a little bit more expensive looking, maybe a little bit more steamed. But they are doing these really fast, so
yeah,
they don't have all the time in the world.
One thing to remember is that these queens had to come up with these outfits in a pandemic, so you've got to give them some credit for that. I wasn't a big fan of the look. I didn't think it looked as expensive as Judd like usually looks, and I didn't think it looked as polished. So I gave it a 2 out of 5.
And I gave it a 2 out of 5 as well. On the runway next was Estina Mandela in her hometown runway, which was like East London, gorgeous girl. And we have kind of a split opinion on this look, don't we?
Yeah, because I absolutely loved the look. I thought it was really East London, I thought it showed off personality, I thought it was stylish. I had seen that around before.
Don't start.
Quite a few of the queens. But I loved it. I think she sold it to me. I loved it. I ate it all up. Like I'm gonna eat this all up.
I loved the hair. The hair's a bit really sold it for me.
Yeah.
I thought she looked so beautiful, her face was so beat. I just thought that the only thing I could look at through the entire thing was that coat. And I've seen so many girls wear this coat. It's the ASOS coat, it's the Christian Cowan coat. And then when you take the coat away, there isn't much else to really look at. So it was kind of like a middle of the pack row for me, could have been lifted higher.
What's the score, Mama?
But the score for me is 2 out of 5, and the score for you, Mama?
A 5 out of 5.
Full marks.
Next up, hailing from Worcester, I think it was Ginny Lemon.
Woo! I loved it. I thought Ginny Lemon looked great. I think it was different for Ginny. It was more of an orange than a yellow. She tried to be a bit more versatile with the looks while still keeping that citrus flair. It was inspired by Worcester sauce, the bottle, and also inspired by a drag king who I think hails from Worcester.
Oh, is that what the reference was?
Or hails from Birmingham. So overall, I think that it probably could have been elevated, but I gave it 4 out of 5.
And I gave it a 3 out of 5. I wasn't overstruck on the look. I didn't know who the person was that they were meant to be. I didn't know what the reference was. But I liked it because Ginny Lemon was wearing it, and I just love Ginny Lemon. I can't keep saying this all the time now, Hannah. Ginny Lemon, there's going to come a day where I've got to be harsh and be honest. But till that day comes, I love you.
On the runway next was Tia Coffee in a Sherwood Forest sort of Nottingham look. What did you think though?
It was kind of a Maid Marian sort of affair, wasn't it? I really wasn't overstruck on it. I didn't like it very much. I didn't think it was particularly elegant or stylish. But I think she still looked really pretty. The makeup was lovely.
As someone who has a very skinny body, like Tia Coffee, I kind of liked the way her body looked and the shape. I just thought the garment was a little bit simple. It could have had a bit more embellishment to it. And yeah, I just thought it was a little bit in need of elevating. So for that, I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, same.
Same 2 out of 5, great.
The love of my life, Bimini BOGOFF was up next. You probably know what I think already, because obviously I'm gonna love it. But what did you think?
Well, it was a Norwich football team. I can't remember what the Norwich football team was. I don't watch football, but
Team Norwich.
Team Norwich. It was a football jersey, but in kind of like a dancer thong, got a stripper look, and I loved it. I loved it with the hair. I loved the colour. I just thought it was really beautiful.
For me, I thought she looked exactly like Wendy O. Williams, and she was giving that like punk energy, punk vibe, like really like strong, powerful. I liked it. I really liked it. But it's not the best Bimini outfit I've seen, so I will be honest about that. So for that, I will give it a 3.
My score would probably be a 4 out of 5. I think she sold it. I just thought there were some elements which could have been tweaked. But overall, she sold on the runway, it looked beautiful, and she looked great. She put the effort in, she tucked. Swanning onto the runway next was Lawrence Chaney wearing a beautiful stained glass window Charles McIntosh inspired dress in latex, which I thought was very brave to wear on a RuPaul's Drag Race stage.
He was probably sweating his tits off.
God.
I loved the dress. Well, no, I didn't love it. I liked the dress, but I didn't like the sleeves of the dress, the frilly bit, and I didn't like the bow. But overall, nice, good effort. 3.
I really like the dress in its simplicity. I just think it was kind of like, you know that Chanel saying where it's take one thing off? Like, I just thought the boa didn't need to be there, and the necklace was sort of distracting, you know, that big Lawrence Chaney necklace. So probably I would take a few things off and keep the main body of the dress how it is. But I love the bottom, I love the fishtail, how it was pointed. So,
Speaking of fishtails, mine's nearly gone now.
Oh no!
Let's buy it and look how big the bite is.
Well, I had that sausage down quick, you can see how into it I am. For that look, I gave a 4 out of 5, only because I felt like it could have been refined slightly. Next up onto the runway was Cherry Valentine from Darlington, and she was wearing this steampunk... Shut me, Sal. Shut the bed.
I'm sorry. As soon as you say the word steampunk, you have turned me right off, and it's a 0 from me.
Oh, no.
I hate steampunk. I will always hate steampunk. No, you're not a Victorian. No, cogs aren't attractive. No, life shouldn't be in sepia. That's all I have to say in the matter.
For more of a rational response, I actually really liked it. Personally, I thought the jacket was incredibly well tailored. The wig was by a very good drag sister of ours, Miss Blair.
Oh, was it?
It was a Miss Blair wig. And if you haven't got a wig by Miss Blair, you are missing out. But yes, it was really nice in my books. I thought it was really conceptual. But I just thought it could have been added more onto. I would have liked more steampunk though. 4 out of 5.
Well, do you know what? I never knew that Miss Blair was a steampunk enabler, and for that, I'm going to have her excommunicated out of my life. I gave a 0, because I fucking hate steampunk. I'm sorry, I just do. Nothing against Cherry. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're everything. But I fucking hate steampunk. I just hate steampunk. Not to the runway. We've got Veronica Green.
And do I have to tell what it was about? Are you gonna? Do you not know?
And Banksy's going to tell you all about it, aren't you?
Yes. So Veronica Green was wearing, I think it was Lancashire Rose, like this big red rose gown, because supposedly she's from Lancashire, and she looked beautiful. I think that's all you can say is that she looked beautiful. Yeah. I wouldn't probably say more than that, but I gave her a
4.
I gave her a 4 out of 5.
And I gave her a 4 too. Yeah, she looked beautiful. It's nothing we wouldn't be surprised by. You look beautiful, we get it.
You get it, you're pretty.
We get it.
Ugh. Next onto the runway was Ahura in a Sherwood Forest inspired look for Nottinghamshire, which I'm not very, like...
Pardon me.
What is the word? Not very,
Bright?
Yes, that. But is there Nottingham and Nottinghamshire?
I think Nottingham is in Nottinghamshire. So I think they're from around the same area.
Okay.
I don't know, it wasn't really a hit for me, this outfit. I liked it, I get that she's an amazing fashion designer, but I just don't really see it in this outfit.
What'd you give her?
I give her a 3. It was alright!
Middle of the pack. Yeah. Also, that little
The cutout was so weird.
Above the waist, a cutout, which I thought made it look like, what was it, Lil? She had saggy tits?
Well, it was like a rib cutout, so when she sat down, it looked like she had like saggy boobs sticking out of the holes.
Yeah.
Sure, she knows fashion more than we do though, so maybe that's the new thing.
Maybe saggy tits are the new thing.
Yeah, tits are in. You heard it here first. Next to the runway, we had Sister Sister. And I love this look. I think it's so fabulous. I think you always see Scousewives in Liverpool wearing this look. I thought it was fab, I thought it was fun, I thought it was fashion.
Yeah, same here. I thought it was really funny. I know the woman, I literally know her, I've seen her in the street. And yeah, I thought it was really well put together. The tears, the mascara tears,
Yeah.
the rollers, the pajamas, the fluffy slippers.
I thought it was good that she had an element of comedy to her outfit. It was nice to have a little campy queen around, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Could have used a little bit more refinement, more stoning, more this, more that. Just make it a little bit more drag and not, you know, like Primark pajamas. So I gave it a 4 out of 5.
And I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Woo! 4 marks from Nell. So next up was Ellie Diamond, who is from Dundee. And Dundee was where Dennis the Menace was originated from. I loved this.
Yeah, I liked it
so
too.
good.
I thought it was really cute.
Yeah, and the fact that she made it all by herself, and she had a little nasher and a slingshot and catapult. I thought it was really, really well done, and it was almost like a very nice idea of feminising Dennis the Menace instead of doing like Minnie the Minx. You know what I mean? I gave Ellie a 4 out of 5.
And I also gave Ellie a 4 out of 5. If I could change one thing, I think I would have gone for spiky hair. I think that would have made it more obvious that it was Dennis the Menace. But I liked it overall. I thought it was fabulous. Last to the runway, the last runway of the day, was Tace. And I thought Tace looked absolutely gorgeous. What did you think?
Well, she was a Welsh dragon, wasn't she? I can't do the Welsh accent. Can you do it?
She was a Welsh dragon.
She had very long hair.
She has very long hair.
Very long hair.
Stuck right up in the air.
Yeah, she was a Welsh dragon. It was a lot of marabou feathers. Wait, was it marabou or was it ostrich?
Ostrich.
It was ostrich feathers. And it was all in the Welsh colours, the red, the greens, the whites, and it had a lovely embellished centre with all the sequins of the Welsh dragon's face. I loved it. I thought it looked beautiful. I thought it was new. I'd never seen it on Drag Race before, and I thought it was 5 out of 5. Well, that's a 5 out of 5.
I thought she was beautiful. I thought it looked really expensive. There was just something about it that I wasn't quite fond of. I don't know what it was. Maybe the look wasn't as cohesive as I would have liked. But I thought it was really fashion. I give her a 4 out of 5. I've had enough of these chips now.
Put them on the side to have later.
So you know what we thought of the episode, but I bet you want to find out what our drag friends thought of the episode.
Totally.
So why don't we hear what they've got to say on the matter? Roll playback!
Ooh!
Hello Banksie and Lillian, it's me, Anna Phylactic. Like the shock, but less tragic, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm just calling, sorry I missed your call earlier, but I'm just calling to find out if you've watched Drag Race UK this week and what your opinion is. I personally am shooketh to the chorus. Get back, give us a call. Speak to you soon, bye-bye, love you, bye-bye, love you, see you later, bye.
Okay, well I am absolutely as full as an egg, as our friend Anna Phylactic would say. So are we ready to get on to the scores?
No, what is this new lovely headgear you decided to wear?
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm now wearing a whimsical bonnet.
Oh, very glamorous.
And I've got earrings on to accentuate my lovely long neck.
Have you ever worked in fashion?
No, but I sure do know it so well. Anyway, on to the scores. Let's find out who we ate up and who left a nasty taste in our mouths. So let's start with the rotten egg of the week. Unfortunately, it is
Miss Tia Coffee. Oh, I'm so sorry, my darling.
Yeah, you're absolutely fabulous. You've got a beautiful face, but we weren't a fan of your fashion this week. And then let's leave on a good note.
Yes.
Our good egg of the week is Ginny Lever! Fancy a slice!
Oh, yes. Well done, Ginny.
Yeah.
It just proves that, you know, fashion is subjective and we really liked it, didn't we, Mel?
Yeah, I think she really sold it to us. It wasn't about the fashion itself, it was about how she wore the clothes didn't wear her.
And you gotta think when it comes to fashion, you know, Lil, when something new comes on the runways in Milan, Paris, London, you know, it's about how they sell it on the runway. They might be wearing a bin bag, but, you know, they sold that bin bag.
Yeah, it's about how you wear it.
Not who you're wearing.
Why don't you tell the audience, Banksie, what you just said to me?
Well, you know what, Lil? When I have a chip chop dinner, I always get a really bad indigestion. You know, it's a bit low down, a bit of a cramp in my lower half.
Do you know what? Don't judge us as well. Oh my god, the microphone's not plugged in.
Why? Why is it not plugged in?
Should we just say it? Do you know what? We're going to put our hands up.
Hi.
We forgot to put the mic in yet again.
You think we learned?
We're absolutely just a pair of simpletons.
No.
But we'll move on from that because we're staying positive. We're staying like fresh and airy.
Yeah.
Let's stop it off,
Sneeze.
Right. On to the lip sync. So who was in the lip sync, Banksie?
Okay, in the lip sync this week, oh my god, let me do that again. In the lip sync this week, the judges decided that the two bottom two would be Bimini and Joe Black. Was that deserved, love?
I would say Joe Black deserved to be in the bottom for the Brighton Pavilion outfit because I just didn't think that was great. However, the Bowie outfit
Was perfect.
was to die for.
Chef's kiss.
So I don't think that was deserved,
No.
and I do think there were weaker queens that could have been in the bottom with Bimini.
Now, they lip synced to Frank Goes to Hollywood, Relax, and that is a very upbeat song, really suited Bimini, very punky, but didn't suit Joe at all, really, did it?
No, very sexy song, isn't it? Have you seen the video?
I have seen the video.
It's all about when you wanna come. In a different outfit, I think Joe Black could have killed that track.
I think Joe did really well, to be honest. I think Joe's mouth movements, and he was given a bit of camp and a bit of, you know, bit of this, bit of shoulder movement. In the end, we had to say goodbye to Joe. Everyone, oh. And we really didn't want Joe to go home this early, did we?
No, I was so excited to find out that Joe was on RuPaul.
Me too.
And I was dying to see all the looks because I love Joe's looks so much. Thank you for joining us here on About Last Night! Woo! And don't forget, we'll be back every single week with a new episode and more unsolicited opinions.
Who knows? Maybe next week we'll be on time.
You might get another video once next year or...
It might. 2022 is going to be great.
At some time in the future, you will see our faces again.
Definitely.
That's all you need to know.
Please like our YouTube video, please comment, please share, and please subscribe because it means that we know how many of you love our videos.
Thank you so much for watching this video, gals. And for tonight, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from her.
And fuck you from the both of us.
Mwah. Goodbye. That was bad. Yeah.